Hello and welcome to another episode of MC Airsoft. I am Mark, and today we're going to be talking about the gray tactical. Let me make sure I'm getting this right. The gray tactical version of the JPC, the knockoff. Link's going to be in the description. Go check that out there for the proper name, because I am not going to get this right, and I don't think it's actually on this card. The card is a nice touch, getting knockoff products, you don't really get a lot of details, but the card came with their email address and customer service and all of that stuff, which is good, right? So what is it? Again, it's a knockoff of the Cry JPC style that plate carrier. It's a solid little plate carrier. Obviously, let me show you the back. Now, it is very minimalist. I'm about 6 foot tall and too many pounds, but it has plenty of adjustment space. As you can see here, I have the two flaps overlapping, so if you are a girthier individual, it's going to fit you probably, if you're in somewhat decent shape, right? So plenty of extra adjustment there. So yeah, what I think of it so far, how I tested it, let's start there. So I've only worn it to 2 games so far because I do have the weighted plates in here and I'm not in the best shape. I have messed up shoulder, so I don't really like wearing plate carriers. I'm working on the physical fitness side, so hopefully someday it's gonna get there. So 2 games with it, and I normally leave it, or I have been leaving it for about the past month, hanging from the hooks behind me. Well, there's a set of hooks down about hip to head level, so you guys don't see it, but I normally have this hanging up there with the weighted plates in it. So yes, jostling it around and moving with it, it's going to do a little more damage to the stitching, stuff like that. But being that I can't wear it to every game with the weighted plates, it's fine. I'll do a video eventually on how I did the weighted plates for it, but they are 5 pounds each, so a total of 10 pounds. Then you got your magazines and whatever else you want to throw on it. I like it pretty slick. I don't like a lot on my chest because, like I said, got bad shoulder. Don't want to have to deal with that. So, yeah. So it is fairly well made. If you can see in here, it does have the moisture wicking fabric, kind of fabric in the back, the airflow fabric, whatever, which is pretty good. In the 2 games that I played with it, I didn't really feel that it was overheating any more than, wearing anything else, right? It's obviously, Chinese made, it's a knockoff. Don't expect it to run as cool as the high-end JPCs from Cry, but especially if you're not living in the desert, I think it'll do just fine. The color on the multicam is okay. I don't have any other multicam to compare it to because I wasn't Army, so I don't have any surplus multicam, and I just haven't spent the money on it. But it's not bad. My only real complaints with this, and show you real quick, the stitching still pretty good shape there. It is single layer on the shoulder, so you might want to reinforce that. It is a nice kind of foam suede, not really sure what that is. Probably a synthetic suede material there. But so my first complaint is I can't speak to whether it's true for the actual JPCs, but how the magazines sit. So I'll show you one. I got an insert, and I'll pull that out in a second to show you. It's easier if I start with it in. So I got an insert, just made it out of some Kydex. So the mags sit a little higher. and there's a little bit more retention on them. Now, taking that out, let's see if I can take this out. Let's see. Come on. Probably should have done that off camera. Cool. So this is all I did is I took a piece of Kydex, the right length for the plate carrier. Did a little loop, did a little pressure point, and 2 flanges sticking out. Real simple. You can do it with a heat gun. But now with the pretty solid Velcro, which is nice, but with the without the insert, it does sit real low, which I don't like, because unless you reach down into it, which you can't really do with 3 magazines in here, you only get the very bottom of it. You kind of have to pinch it when you're reloading, so it's not great. That being said, if you aren't interested in being able to quickly access magazines like that, like a little up higher like I did with mine, then it's going to be just fine. I had no problems with the bungee retentions. The way that it sits with all 3 of them, just fine. The loops on the inside are big enough you can fit bigger magazines in it. I don't have any bigger magazines to show you, but looking at them, there's plenty of extra room on the inside, and they are elastic, so they'll give some stretch. Now, are you going to be able to triple stack or put 3 like M14 SR25 mags in here? Probably not. But you can definitely fit 2, maybe a 3rd, or 2 and a like flashbang or something like that. No problem. And then with the insert out, it does lay nice and flat. The sides, haven't had any problems with the sides, haven't attached anything to them, because honestly I'm already a big enough individual. I don't want more sitting there. But yeah, so the second issue I ran into with it is, again, I am 6 foot, and adjusting it so it sits right into this pocket here of your throat, and then it's supposed to be equally as high on the back, about up to that where the neck connects to the spine. Couldn't really get it up that high and have it sit right. The adjustment was a nuisance, because this piece here should have a line of Velcro in here, so you can just take that off, adjust it, and then re-Velcro that on, but it doesn't. So you have to shove that to one side, scrunch it down, try to adjust it, and then get the size right, hopefully. But if you get it in your size, or you don't mind it sitting down a little bit lower, it's fine on the adjustment, or if you're a taller individual. This is one of the few knockoff items or cheaper plate carriers, whatever you want to call it, that I've ever had that honestly ran big. Another thing, I saw the reviews online talking about how it's too small for an adult, it's more kid size. And like I said, 6 foot and about 240, 250 pounds, somewhere in there. Hopefully got it. I'm gonna take care of that, but it fits just fine. The thing is, it is a plate carrier, and at that, it is a minimalist plate carrier, right? It's not meant to come all the way out to the sides of your body. It's not meant to give you full coverage. So if you're looking for something CQB orientated, so you can, get shot all over the body and it doesn't sting, well, this might not be for you. My belt line is about here. This does sit about a palm beneath my sternum, about a palm above my belly button. And again, like I said, 6 foot, 240, 50-ish pounds. So, yeah. Other than that, how long do I expect it to last? Not very long, right? I spent $35 on it, $40, somewhere in that range. I don't know, check the price in the description. Didn't spend a whole lot on it. So do I expect it to be around for 2-3 years? No. What I expect to get out of this is maybe a year's worth of on and off playing, maybe being able to use it as a weight vest to get some physical fitness stuff in. And that's really about it. I expect to get $30 to $40 worth of use out of it, right? So I'm not expecting it to be as durable as the real thing. So, but if you are interested in maybe just running foam plates, or maybe just running like foam plates during the winter time only, or if you're interested in taking it to a couple games, like bigger Milsim games with weights in it, I think it'll do just fine. You're getting what you're paying for, right? I think at that, though, it is a phenomenal deal at the $35 to $40 price range. I think it's a great deal, it's hopefully going to last longer than I'm giving credit for, but again, I don't expect that. So that's all I want to say on this. If you think it'll fit you, and you think it'll fit your needs, I definitely recommend it. It's a good product. And especially if you're thinking about getting a JPC, but you don't want to drop the $200, $300 on the real one, or however much they cost. I don't know. I don't even look at that because it's way out of my price range. I know that much, right? So if you're thinking about getting one, but you're on the fence, you can get this one, try it out till it fails, get the real one. If you are just looking for something small or something for the looks of things, I wouldn't strap a bunch of heavy radios and expensive gear all over it and watch it crash to the floor. Because while these have held up, I don't have a lot of faith in them. But it's a great deal for the price range. It's a good little product, and it does fit an adult, which is a problem with a lot of the knockoff stuff. So yeah, that's about all I wanted to say for today on this. So until next time, stay safe, stay hydrated.